I waited all my life, get myself a custom knife. And I waited all my life to get this beauty in front of me. And I waited all my life to buy myself this flipper knife. And I waited all my life, and Jimmy Slash stole my knife from me. And Jimmy Slash, he stole my knife from me. And Jimmy Slash took my EDC life from me. And it's not gonna end good. This is a sad love song. Hey everybody, we're going to talk about this knife here. This is something you've never seen before, and it was sent in by a buddy of the channel and a good buddy of mine, and he sent in a bunch of pip in the past. I know you've heard of him. Give a big round of applause. No, sorry. This Nick Riggi sent me this knife to check out. This is a custom knife, and he had it made, and this is, if you know Nick, it's right up his alley. This is pretty cool. And so I'm going to get into this, and we're going to talk about it, and I'll do a little comparison, and then we'll be done, and you'll be free to go after class to watch the fight in the snack room. Well, you know, if you went to a bigger school, then it was a lunchroom, but I went to a little. Anyways, all right. So what this is 1, 2, 3, about looks like 3 1/4 inches of CPM 154, and it's kind of like 154 CM. But better because of the way they make it. I don't know all the particulars, but I know that's really good steel. Check that out. And this is all hand ground and hand polished and everything like that. And the guy that makes this, his name is, or the company is Casey Gray. And I'll leave all the information down there at the bottom if you get in touch with this guy. Alright. Okay, let's get into the handle a little bit. We have is 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 4.5 inches of titanium handle. This thing is so light. It's unbelievable. First of all, it's titanium, and then he drilled out all these weight reducing holes to make it even lighter and to give it a little grip and give it a little finish. And then on top of that, look at that, he anodized inside those holes, that blue anodization. So, which matches the hardware and everything else. Ooh, yeah. And the clip, which is right side tip up only. That's fine. We don't mind that. But check this out. It's got enough purchase on there, enough grip, that this thing fits my hand. This is not a problem. There's no problem with me holding on to this thing. It's kind of cool because it doesn't have a little butt end up here pointing up so that my hand's got to squeeze in. My pinky's actually got a little room to roam. Not that it will, but in case it wanted to. And for you lanyard freaks, there's plenty of room to get a lanyard on the backstop here. But the thing is, before I go any further, this isn't a production thing. This guy will talk to you and email you back and forth and kind of let you know what you want on the knife before you even go into producing this thing. And Nick said he's really nice. Let me see what else I'm going to find out. And he said it took about 2.5 weeks from the time he ordered it to the time it got to his door. And for a custom knife, that's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to get on this guy's train real quick before he goes big time and it takes 2.5 years instead. Because let me show you something. Hold on. First off, that's cage bearings in here, which make this thing flip like a dream, which is what we're going to get into in a second here. Carbonized frame lock, so it's not going to wear into the lock because it's got a little protection there. Looks like it might. Does it have an insert or is that the detent? It might be the detent. But check this out. This thing flips, and it flips just open from any position, just amazingly. And it has nothing to do with, you know, if you fight a detent and you push hard enough, it just whoosh, flips open on you. It's not like that. Or if you manage to get a heavy enough blade, whonk, and it just kind of, its own momentum carries it. This thing is all about the bearings and all about just the way this knife is made and the way this flipper is positioned. It's not really a push down. Oh, I guess you can. But the light switch is the best way for me. Maybe it's just my fingers being chunky. But pulling it back like this on the light switch is just a every time kind of thing. And even though it's a right-handed knife as far as carrying it, you can tell left-handers, this is a dream. The thing locks up. No blade play. I'm not going to sit here and rip it out of its sockets or anything, but there's no blade play, no rock. So it locks up nicely. I don't know what he's doing. He's got voodoo magic. He's got a red witch somewhere, because this thing is unbelievably light. So let's check out how light it is real quick. Okay. Sorry about the camera mess up. Lost all kinds of video memory there. We ran out of memory. Okay, so we're going to check out how light this thing is. And then we'll start comparing it to different things and see what we think. 3.1 ounces. Look at that. For, what did we say it was? How many inch blade? 1, 2, 3. Right at 3 1/4 inch blade. That's pretty nice. Custom made. Check that out. Alright, so now I'm going to get some knives to compare it to. And, oh wait, sorry. One more thing. Grams. 88 grams for my European friends. Alright, so let's get some knives to compare it to. Now, the first knife I want to compare it to is pretty obvious. If you look at this knife, you're thinking, check that out. They both share the blue hardware, and they both have the flipper on there. And I brought this out just because it seems like I'm comparing everything to Ganzo lately. But that's not true. I'm just messing with you. That's not what we're going to compare it to. Stop. Stop. I see your fingers. You're like, you dummy. That's not even... It's okay. You're done. You're out of class. Get out of class, Mr. Chewing Gum. Alright, here. This is what I really want to compare it to, because I know Mr. Riggi enjoys this knife. I know a lot of you guys do. This is the ZT-0450. And you can tell it's kind of comparable, right? Same length, same blade size as far as length on that too. Titanium. Flipper. And see, remember I was talking about the little butt thing on the end? If this thing had that thing where it just kind of like flattened out at the end, maybe, this would be a lot better knife, and I would probably carry it a lot more, and I don't carry it. And the only reason I keep it is because for something in the back of my brain says I had to have a 450 in my collection at all times. I think it was my CIA training, but you know what, whatever. That's here nor there. Alright, so let's weigh this thing, see what it weighs. 86. 3.0 ounces. So look, it's very comparable in weight to this. And for some reason, because of the way this is flattened out, I guess, is wider grip through here or something, this feels lighter. This feels lighter than this. For some reason, I don't know why. That can't be right. Is it right? Yeah. So, this is actually right at the same size as far as weight, length, and everything. But the way this is made makes this feel a lot lighter. Maybe it's just because this is kind of a thicker thing as far as the mass of it. I don't know. Scientists, get on that. So they compare favorably. And this Casey Gray guy, he knows what he's doing. I would carry this knife, and I love this knife. It needs to be where this is milled out just a little bit, or just come down here a little bit. Kind of like I don't want it to be like the 452, but you know what I'm saying. I just need a little bit more, just to make it more comfortable, to make it make sense. So, I think that's all I got for comparisons. Let's go through this one more time. We got CPM 154, 3 1/4 inches. Casey Gray and his sweet logo there. No logo on this side. Oh, super sharpness. Let's get a coupon, shall we? All right, check this out. Ooh, Papa John's, big time in Colorado. Here we go. Check that out. That's pushing. This guy knows how to sharpen a knife. I mean, that's just. There we go. All right. So that's that's all I got to say about this knife. It's pretty awesome. This guy knows what he's doing. Anodization. Now, it would probably be a little bit heavier than this, if, of course, if they didn't fill these holes out. But this thing is really well made. And a great EDC choice. A great, like a gentleman's carry. Really nice to look at. Really nice to hold on to. Not quite as stark as the 450 is. I mean, you got all this cool blue anodization in here. Hard to beat. And get in touch with Mr. Gray. Again, I'll put his information down here. I think he's just got an Instagram account right now and maybe on Facebook. We'll check it out and I'll get you the information. If you need to get in touch with me about it, just get in touch with me and I'll talk to Nick directly and see what he says. Also, I believe Stasa 23 is what, from what I'm reading, is the reason Nick grabbed onto this guy. So Stasa might know a little bit more about this than even Nick. All right, I guess that's it. It's two cool, really cool knives, but the custom, that's the one that we're doing here. Let me know what you think. Do you like the lighter stuff, the, you know, the more gentlemanly stuff? I like this. This is not really my whole thing as far as titanium and smaller knives, but I like this one. I like the way it's made. I just like the way it's different. You know, I like different. Maybe we get a little pink anodization. Then we'll have a winner. Like here, subscribe here, get over to Facebook. We're blowing up over there. We're not blowing up, but we're getting more people. Lots of cool discussions going on. Lots of cool, hey, look what I got. And leave a comment down there, and I'll talk to y'all later. I'm pretty sure that Nick is connected to the mob. And so he got his knife back. So it is a sad song story.